Hi everyone, welcome back to Legal Operations One-on-One series. Today I have with me Sanjay Kamlani, a legal industry leader and a legal tech entrepreneur. Hi Sanjay, welcome.
Hi Rachita, thank you.
Sanjay and I have been talking about a topic that's on top of mind for all GCs, diversity, equity and inclusion. While most GCs are pushing their law firms to be more diverse, law firms don't have objective mechanisms that can assure in-house counsels of equal practice. Sanjay's revolutionary idea of using technology to drive D&I and to reduce the subjective human element and use technology to drive fair treatment, access, advancement and opportunities for all people, irrespective of race, color, caste, creed, is really something that's very interesting and intrigued me to have this conversation. So Sanjay, what is your vision for the software and how do you think it's going to work?
Thank you, Rachita. To put it simply, the objective of the software is to enable law firms to staff attorneys objectively based on expertise and experience, which is obtained through data in the system. And the other key part is performance reviews that are also based on objective standards and consistent rubric, all of which help minimize bias.
So Sanjay, tell me a little bit about this bias that you just mentioned.
So, Rachita, there's this term affinity bias, which basically refers to the tendency of people to sort of have a conscious or subconscious preference for people who are like themselves, people who remind them of themselves. And in a professional services firm or a law firm, this ends up sometimes resulting in people hiring, staffing, coaching, and promoting the people who are, again, like themselves. So that's what is often referred to as affinity bias. And in US law firms where really there's a large number of partners who are white Anglo males, the result is for them to tend to hire younger white Anglo males, which is potentially part of the cause for women and minorities and other people who are considered diverse to not really be moving up in the organizations.
So Sanjay, I have also heard on the a different version of this, where I have heard that partners sometimes feel restrained. They feel like if they give feedback to a diverse group, it's going to come back and bite them later because it was going to be perceived negatively. So how does the software deal with that issue?
Well, first of all, let me say that I have heard partners who come back and say that it is true that they tend to give less feedback to women and minorities because they are afraid that what they write or what they say could come back to bite them as being viewed as biased. And yet, as a result, they feel comfortable speaking to the non-diverse attorneys, and then this basically causes a chilling effect. What the software does is create objective ways to give feedback, and the rubric that defines what it means to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 is set in the software. And so one, it normalizes how different partners view a particular ranking, and it also makes it easy for them to give the stated feedback to attorneys because they're not writing freehand. While they have an opportunity to do so, the software enables them to give the feedback without worrying about what they write.
So what I'm really hearing, Sanjay, is you are developing and designing an objective performance management system. And when I think of objective, I think of data. So where is this system pulling the data from?
So the system pulls data from many of the law firms' platforms. So it pulls data from time and billing systems. It pulls data from the email systems, the document management systems. And because of the artificial intelligence component, the system is able to learn over time more and more pieces of data that are correlating to performance.
Wow, this all sounds like magic to me. So when do you think you're going to be able to wave this magic wand?
Well, the system is in development, and we expect to have the first version out by the end of the year.
Very exciting. Thank you so much, Sanjay. This was extremely insightful. And I think if we can use technology to remove subjective human element, that is going to help us drive diversity, at least move the needle a little bit. So thanks a lot. And thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned.
Thank you.